like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. Delegate Melvin Stukes down here at the one and only Lenny's Barbershop. How are you, sir?
I'm just fine, Len. Donnie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Economics, the black community. What's the 911? What's the 411? What's the status?
It is absolutely the most critical one. I mean, a lot of people think that politics, everything is a politician's fault. Our biggest issue has been, continues to be, and unless we get to understand what the real value of economics is, it will continue to be. And that is the economic plight of the black community, not handling its money, not investing in itself, not realizing the value of the corner grocery store, etc., the value of education, as it perpetuates you toward a better job. But I want to encourage people, stop looking for jobs necessarily. How about let's create jobs by being business owners, entrepreneurs, and so forth. No one ever got rich in America, worse alone wealthy, by working a job. I don't care if they were working $200,000 a year. You don't get rich working a job. You get rich being an entrepreneur.
So what are you doing to support black entrepreneurs?
Everything that I can, talking with young ones, because my days are over as far as that's concerned. The information I've learned, working in the comptroller's office, traveling this country, being in the military, and now being a business economic major out of Morgan. The importance of it, it all didn't hit me while I was in school. It hit me as I got out here in life and had to start paying mortgages and
I'm gonna shift you back. I'm gonna shift you back to the question. What are you doing to help support black businesses?
I am doing everything that I possibly can, including supporting black businesses. I'm sitting in a black business right now. I've been here 50 years, and everything that I can do to enhance them, I'm doing that. When I can afford you. Right now, I can't afford you, but that might be I might be able to afford you tomorrow. Who knows?
We got $50 ads. Holiday special. Bring it on.
Okay, you might be able to do some business then. But Donnie, what I really feel good about right now is that I've been for the past, going into the 4th year, in a school less than 2-3 blocks over here, Franklin Square Elementary Middle School, in a male mentoring program that's been adopted by MTA. And part of what we talk about is with the young boys, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, about business as opposed to a job. And I gave them the scenario, would you rather be working in McDonald's making $10 an hour, or would you rather be the owner that's doing $10,000 a day, expenses coming up to $4,000 a day, and you're on your way to the bank to deposit $6,000? Which would you rather be?
I got a question for you.
Sure.
Black president, 45 minutes down the road, on a re-election tip. What's up with the black community?
The black community is better informed now than it has been politically because it came out.
You said better informed?
Better informed to a degree. Nowhere near where it needs to be. All right? When you're on the bottom, so to speak, when it comes to understanding the political genre, if you come up 5 points, it's better than nothing. But also other people are getting more knowledge.
All right, so what do we see in that 5 yards? You say we ain't gonna make 100 yards on this. We're gonna make 5 yards. What should we be seeing?
5 inches a cinch. You can't bite it off all at one time. But I'd rather be 5 inches off the ground than.
All right, so what do we want to see with this black president? What do we want to see specifically for them black boys up the street? You said you got some black boys up the street, right?
In a school.
All right, so what do we want out of this black president for them boys up the street?
I wanted to really see a true economic development plan done within the black community.
Some empowerment zones.
Empowerment zones is fine, but I want it to be run and actually produce jobs and business opportunities and so forth. And I want to see blacks step up to the plate and become general contractors as opposed to trying to get 1% or 2% of $100 million contract.
I mean, are blacks benefiting out of these contracts out of the state of Maryland?
Not as much as they could. Not as much as they could.
Well, why? We got more black elected officials than ever before.
There's an old saying about the crab basket mentality.
No, I don't get that. What does that mean?
It does exist. One don't want one to get ahead. The crab pulled.
Then Clarence Mitchell III just died, and he said that 11 of them used to get work done in Annapolis. Then we got, 2, 3, 4 times as many as back then, and you telling me we are going backwards?
Oh, been going backwards for quite a while. And I don't have no problem saying that whether I was in a legislative black caucus or
My God.
black caucus. Yeah, we have gone backwards. In 1835, Robert Henry Holland Garnett stood up in the Niagara Falls and spoke when there was only 5 million blacks in this country, and we own close to 2% of the wealth of this country. Today, we own less than 1%.
What's the problem?
And we've gone from 5 million owning that, and now we got 37 million, and we don't own a damn thing.
What's the problem? I mean, the black preachers, I mean, I'm seeing them on television during election time talking about vote for this, vote for that, and I've never seen some of these preachers.
Well,
but they tell me they got 4 and 5 churches, and they fly around in helicopters.
Okay, I can't speak for the preachers, but I can speak for what it is that I'm doing. I can't change preachers' mind. I am not a preacher. The good Lord.
But I thought if the politicians and the preachers and the business people were all on the same page, then
no, you're very much wrong, sir.
I mean, if we can get them on the same page.
Johnny Glover, you are wrong as far as Melvin Stukes is concerned.
What the?
Melvin Stukes says that you, my good friend, you're wrong on that one. Okay.
So we just fall down.
Some ministers are doing what they should be doing, and that is teaching somebody how to live as opposed to how to die. All right. So the concept of
can we get a credit union? Can we get a credit union for the black churches in Maryland?
I would love to see that. The amount of money that we deposit into the mega banks would be the majority of our money is in a credit union.
All right. Well, I'm thoroughly depressed now. Give me something positive. It's a new year. You know, this year about to end and a new year about to come in. Give me something positive.
Well, there's a lot of positive things going on, but again, I do not have the total answer to handle the vast amount of problems, from poverty to the amount of black males in jail, the black family, and how strong it was. The black church and what its agenda used to be as opposed to what it is now. I don't even know what the hell it is now. But my point is that until you are informed, truly informed, not listen to 22-second sound bites and really get involved in the important aspects of the economic base, then we'll continue to flutter. We can have 1 million people in the White House, in Annapolis, and in the City Hall. But if we don't have economics to go along with it, that's nothing but positions. Political positions do not equate to economic
So how do we get it? What do we have to do?
By beginning to invest in ourselves, by beginning to take our dollars and stack them on top of each other instead of giving them away to somebody else.
Oh, you mean instead of going to the Korean store?
Oh my goodness! Oh, now
buying a lot of hair.
We on the same page. We might not be in the same paragraph yet, or talking the same syllable, but we can put every single Korean business out of business overnight if we didn't go.
I mean,
because they only set
well, you know, we're in the barbershop. The barbershop, the beauty salon, the funeral director, they 100% black supported, and they all three have their challenges.
That's not quite true.
Black people go to the black barber, the black beautician, and the black undertaker.
I have seen blacks in white barbershops. My son, I think he.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Koreans cooking.
We talking about down the bottom here on Fayette Street.
Yeah. Baltimore was bigger than right here.
It is.
Okay.
Okay. They are the last three. Look. They are the last 3 bastions of black economic prowess in the black community: the barbershop, the beauty salon, the funeral director. They are black owned for all intents and purposes. Okay.
Blacks got money in banks. You forgetting the important stuff.
Okay. Well, what else?
Like I said, for example, I mean, we do have one black bank, and I think we got 2 savings and loan associations and so forth, and I do have money in each one of them, etc. But again, having it.
I'm saying that businesses are being threatened.
Listen to me. Mm-hmm. Having it and knowing what to do with it is 2 different things.
We make more money than ever before, and we're spending it elsewhere.
We own less than we own 160 years ago.
Where's this thinking come from? Is this college?
Did you ever heard of a thing called integration?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
we lost it all.
I'm not promoting segregation, but I am saying
we were better off
in Baltimore, raised in South Carolina, working for $1 a day in the cotton fields. I am glad I didn't grow up in Baltimore, because I really learned the value of I learned the value of working. I was born here. I can talk about Baltimore because I was born here. Okay, but again, when we depended on each other, Okay, if a black person house burnt down in South Carolina, everybody stopped, including some whites. We got lumber.
Well,
and another house was
we
built
help each
tomorrow.
other out here now.
Okay,
We help each
Where?
other out now.
Where?
During the blizzard, the last blizzard, I saw black people working together, helping each other through the blizzard. I tell you, Baltimore City was better shoveled, at least in certain places, because the people did it. Now, we waiting on the city.
We have to have a
We was in
catastrophic
trouble.
plight such as the blizzard.
No, B. Gaddy's food line ought to be every day.
I-
It's a shame we have homelessness in America, in the richest state in
and
America.
the richest country on the planet.
How
This
is this the
fine
richest state, but yet Baltimore City and Prince George's County Public Schools are 23 and 24 at the bottom of the totem pole?
thing. When you house 65% of all the poor in the state of Maryland, you're going to have these poverty deserts, and that's exactly what we have here in Baltimore. Most people.
But
don't
these
wanna talk
areas were
about
making
that.
progress. You know, I remember during the Schmoke administration, I saw some progress. I saw some investment in the communities, some empowerment zones, and there seemed to be like a decade of no investment in the hood.
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the things is about the investment in yourself and about knowing your own value. When we
Yeah, but when your
when we
tax
allow-
dollars is going to
when
new
we allow-
stadiums and
wait a minute,
Fells
let's talk
Point.
about us for a minute. Let's
No,
talk
I'm
about
talking
us for
about
a
our
minute.
tax dollars. We got
Okay.
30% of the tax
Farrell's
dollars.
Point has come and gone.
Okay.
There are other things out there that are growing, and if you don't grow with that, if you don't learn how to bend with the wind, you're going to be blown away. And because
Why we got raggedy books in our schools?
because we allow raggedy books to be in our schools, okay, we allow that.
You know, they're closing 26 schools over the next decade.
I'm not surprised it took this long. All right, when your school population has gone from 120,000 down into 80,000, something we're going to give sooner or later. And the accountability that they're asking us, you are asking for all this money down here in Annapolis and in Washington and so forth. What is really happening? You still not doing enough? Yes, improvements are taking place, and I don't necessarily cater to everything that's in this report, the Jacobs report, and all of
What's
that.
the Jacobs
but I
report?
know the Jacobs report is a feasibility study that was done on all of the schools in Baltimore to equate them based on conditions to find out whether they needed to be torn down, whether they stood the possibility of being retrofitted, and the like. So that's what
Okay,
the
so
Jacobs
we're going to tear
report is.
down 26 schools. Get rid
I
of them.
don't say they just say they want to close. I didn't
Close them,
I didn't
okay.
say they were going to tear
So
out.
closing recreation centers.
If I had Bill Gates,
Closing,
pocketbook,
closing recreation centers, closing schools. They're building a youth jail, right?
yeah.
What's the
From what I-
message? What's the messaging? The messaging. The messaging.
There's a lot of big messages, and I still want to.
It's not a beautiful message for black people.
No. Well, let me ask you this. The way
It's
we
not
can-
a beautiful
The way
picture.
we can put jails out of business, we can stop going by stop doing some of the dumb stuff that we do.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to see.
There's an over incarceration of
Beautiful
black people. You just mentioned it earlier.
What can we do? Some of us are doing some real dumb stuff.
No question.
Okay.
At the same
And
time,
we
you
need to
mentioned
step up,
earlier
and I'm
there's an
doing-
over
and I'm doing what I
incarceration.
can right now.
39% of America's prison are black men.
I hope it don't get any worse than that, but that has been for a while. That has been for a while.
All right, your final thoughts, Delegate Melvin
Final
Stukes.
thoughts is that I
Are you
want
running for
somebody-
state senator?
No. Hey, we don't want anything to do with it. I'm happy where I'm at and doing what I'm doing, and the like. If it comes about and God says I want to put you in the Senate, He'll put me there. But right now, when it comes to the economic
Will
aspect
that come
of
through
this,
text message?
okay, please read House Bill 215 and learn about House Bill 215, a bill that is put out there to put our youth to work during the summer months to help supplement the ongoing youth works program. Most people don't even know anything about it. So things are being done, and I don't spend a lot of time on TV and radio because that takes away time that I can be spending on doing what I can do. Okay. So working with these boys and making them now understand the importance of economics and the importance of going to the bank and depositing $6,000 a day, which equates to a 5-day week of $30,000 versus them making $10 an hour, which gives them a $400 check at the end of the week. Now they're beginning to understand the difference between $30,000 deposit and a $400 deposit. And so forth. So I'm doing what I can. I can't change the whole world. I can't change every block. But the little bit of territory that I do walk upon, I'm going to do everything that I possibly can with the amount of days, hours, and years that we do all the can for me to be here to make a difference there. And I can't do it for everybody. Okay, that's my message, that's my walk, that's my talk, and I'll go on from there.
Keep watching BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.